What's up, guys? Welcome once again to the Save Continue Newscast. My name is Ryan Robinson. With me is Tom Shelby.
Hello.
Shanae Howard.
Hi.
Every week we get together with stories from the previous week that we thought were interesting and wanted to share with you guys. This week we have stories from the week of October 22nd through October 28th. First up, I want to bring this up because Tom loves Freddy Krueger. He is coming to Dead by Daylight.
I haven't played that game.
Yeah.
But now I kind of want to.
Yeah, I figured that would pique your interest a bit because you are a fan of the earlier Krugers.
He was also in Mortal Kombat 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By my recollection, you didn't really care for that one because of the two claws.
The moveset was weird, too.
Yeah.
Give him more Freddy moves, you know? Yeah.
It's part of a Nightmare on Elm Street DLC, so probably going to be some... I bet you one of the maps is going to be that underground, that tunnel with all the pipes.
Can you play as Nancy?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know that.
Oh.
But somebody can play as Freddy. That sounds cool, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah?
I mean, if it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, as far as I got some Capcom news. So Peter Rosas is leaving the company. He served as the producer on Street Fighter V, as well as Marvel's Capcom Infinite. He, based on what he says, it seems like he's ready for another generation to take over, and he kind of just wants to rejoin the community as a fan.
Yeah.
He is a competitive Street Fighter player, so he probably wants to also get back to doing that. Prior to producing on those games, he did serve as a community manager at Capcom. He plays under the pseudonym Combo Fiend. Very accomplished. So
very well known. I think him stepping down as a producer is probably good for those games. Yeah.
So wish him all the luck, and I hope he wins many Street Fighters. What's happening at Digital Extremes, Tom?
So Digital Extremes, for those that don't know, is the company that brought you Warframe. They've been working on a game called The Amazing Eternals, which is a hero shooter, essentially. I played the early access alpha when it was called Keystone. You remember this?
Yeah, I remember that.
So they're halting production on that game. Reason being is they've failed to attract a large enough player base for a multiplayer game that's pretty important.
Yeah.
What's weird is that game seemed like it was near completion.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But
I kind of feel like that's the same thing that happened with Lawbreakers too.
I mean, Lawbreakers is out though.
Yeah, it's out, but also not a whole lot of people were playing it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's Keystone, The Amazing Eternals, not a great game. I also think it's hard to sell a game with that kind of aesthetic.
Sure.
But yeah.
Sure. What's going on with the Switch?
So the Switch update, firmware update 4.0 came out this week. This includes a few smaller things. I mean, people are making a big deal about it, but I don't think it's a huge deal. One, the capture button can now capture video.
30 seconds.
30 seconds of video, which you can post to Facebook or Twitter. You can edit that video, and that's all nice. It added a few more profile icons, things of that nature. The most interesting thing, though, is that it adds GameCube controller support, this is now the fourth Nintendo console to support that controller. So a lot of speculation here as to what that means. Does it mean Smash Brothers? A lot of people are thinking it means Smash Brothers, and I'm inclined to agree, except if you remember on the Wii U, the GameCube controller only worked for Smash Brothers. This works for every game. I mean, not every game really... It's not advantageous to use it in every game,
right,
but you can use it in every game.
Let's snipper clips with GameCube controllers.
Which leads me to believe Virtual Console is coming, or GameCube support in some form is coming, because if you think about Virtual Console before, everything they've ported over, whether it's NES, SNES, Nintendo 64, these are all controllers that don't use analog triggers, whereas the GameCube does use analog triggers and the Switch does not have that functionality. So if you port it over something like Mario Sunshine, it wouldn't work properly. At least not with a standard Switch controller.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is happening.
Yeah.
Speculation.
Kind of hope that's happening.
Also neat because they're like Nintendo's not making a big Nintendo didn't even let people know.
Yeah.
People just figured it out.
Yeah. What about what's going on with Sony, Sinead?
Wait,
I'm sorry.
So if you remember the episode we did before the launch of the Switch, entitled Switcheroo, I bitched and moaned about.
Did I come up with that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh man.
I bitched and moaned about the left Joy-Con not having a D-pad, and stated that this is something easy for Nintendo to iterate on or a third party to iterate on. So have you guys heard of Basstop?
No.
Basstop is getting pretty big in the Switch scene in that they put out custom casings for Joy-Con and for the back of the Switch so that you can have like an atomic purple of transparent Joy-Con or whatever. They just released the Joy-Con L with a D-pad mod. So it's happening.
So
you have to do it yourself.
You take the case off the Joy-Con, you put that one on. It's got a D-pad instead of the
Right.
buttons.
You have to do it yourself, but it's arrived. Yeah.
It's a thing that
Are you
can
gonna do that,
happen.
Tom?
Yeah, I'm fucking doing it. Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
It's like
He wanted
$12.
it, now he gets it.
That's not bad. Are those things easy to switch out or?
No, they are not.
Okay.
As somebody who's done quite a bit of controller modification, like modding a DualShock 4 is way easier than modding a Joy-Con.
Yeah.
But it needs to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems weird to have a Nintendo console, play on a Nintendo console without having utilization of a D-pad.
Yeah, we discussed it before. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Shanae, Sony, what's the dealios?
So on Monday or tomorrow, there is the Paris Games Week, and Sony.
How you
Sony
say
has
les video games?
Tomorrow morning, wake up early.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said they're gonna make 7 brand new all new game announcements.
Yeah.
I think they're going to show 21 games. I believe it was said, and like they're gonna show obviously older ones and just do extended footage on there. You can watch it on Twitch or YouTube Live.
Expect to see a lot of Detroit Become Human.
Hell yeah.
And hopefully we see what the fuck Sucker Punch has been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I've been reading, there's gonna be some more PlayStation VR stuff mixed in there too. So I took notice of that because a lot more PlayStation VR stuff has been happening relatively recently than I've expected. So
A lot, yeah. Let's also not forget that PSX is coming up, and Sony likes to hold a lot of announcements for that.
Yeah. So that'll be a good time. Shanae, what's happening with NeoGAF?
NeoGAF is offline at the moment.
No, they're back up, dude.
Oh, they're back up?
Yeah, they've been back up for a few days now. They
What?
were off for like a day or two, sporadically, but they are back up.
Okay, last time I checked. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, a lot of mods are gone.
Yeah.
But,
That's what I was
yeah.
about to say. I was like, they were as far as let's restart this. So there was sexual harassment allegations made by made towards the founder on Facebook. A lot of users had a lot of backlash. A lot of the mods did walk away after finding out and everything coming to light. So yeah, apparently they're back up. So I don't know how that website's going to change or what's going to go on with that any more than that. Just accusations, or if there's going to be more.
I don't think that anything will necessarily change. I think that a lot of people will decide against, frequenting that site, myself included. But for those worried, because NeoGAF was a very valuable source, and probably still will be, a lot of the mods are starting their own site.
Yeah. And in fact, I saw a post. By one of the members that was like, he was like listing like, here are the people who are starting their own thing, so you should just follow them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something that you're gonna decide to do. Minecraft.
So if you're like me and you're super into Stranger Things, Minecraft is getting Stranger Things costumes.
Season 1 and 2.
So if you have not finished season 2, some of it might be a little spoilery.
I recommend the Ratchet and Clank skins. So do that.
Yeah. Go ahead and get the Ratchet.
Never
mind the Stranger Things ones.
Well,
Ratchet and Clank
They're
ones.
stranger than people,
Yeah,
So
they are stranger than people because Lombax aren't even real.
Not all of them are
Not to my knowledge.
Not all of those skins are people though. There's the Demogorgon.
He's people in shape.
Did you say Demi Moore?
Yeah, it's the Demi
Demi
Moore.
Morgan.
Okay.
Demi Morgan.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw a screenshot of the Stranger Things skin, and they were wearing Ghostbusters costumes. So I feel like that just effectively makes it a Ghostbusters skin.
Yeah. Also, like, what a weird get. You know, it's like a license within a license.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
No, this.
Smarter people than us, man.
Like I've never seen a license within a license before, so that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So that looks like that's all the news that we have for this week, guys. If you have any stories or tips that you want to pass along to us, email us at savecontinuepodcast@gmail.com or drop us a line at our Facebook page, Save Continue Podcast. My name is Ryan Robinson. That's Tom Shelby.
Happy Halloween.
That's Shanae Howard.
Bye, guys.
See you next week.